everybody, it is time. After a lot of views, I decided a long time ago, but I was just busy with like vacay, so I never really made a part 2. But it's time for me to make that part 2. This time, I'm not gonna be ranking brutal fights. Literally, this is just gameplay. I'm actually gonna be ranking other bosses. I have 8 this time instead of 16, so it won't take half as long. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video because I was planning to make this when I reached 1,000 views. I've reached 2,000. And I hope it just keeps on gaining. So, without further ado, I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Alright, just to let you know, my least favorite other boss fight has to be torkdrift. I don't really like torkdrift that much because of just the whole premise of the fight is just to smash him with like the little uproot, and you have like the force fields to take out. I don't know. It's probably just me, but torkdrift really isn't my favorite. Also, I never knew what he said by biped, or whatever that said. Really, the whole premise is just taking out those little flowers, or whatever they are, and then you just smash him after he flies upside down. Literally, that's it. Alright, next up we have Knuckle-O-Tech. Now, to be honest, Knuckle-O-Tech is a bit more interesting of a fight. A bit more interesting than torkdrift. I like how he's obsessed with the ring. So, basically, the premise of this fight is you have to make him smash.
Go in a corner and smash some stuff, smash monkey.
The ice so that the purple crystal on top, actually no wait, it's pink. It's actually pink and purple. And basically, you just gotta capture it and smash him in the face with it. I just think it's a bit more fun than torkdrift. I also like that attack. Nothing else? Oh, what's that? Looks like our next fight. Next is the first Bowser fight. Yeah, there's more than one. Oh boy. Bowser's a lot bigger than Mario. I never realized how big he was at first. I never knew that happened the first time I played this game. He's got his own cappy. So yeah, after Bowser jumps on those hills, he'll throw his hat out. You have to capture the hat before he somehow uses the force to get it back. And then he's just gonna jump and you gotta go. And he actually ground pounds, which I believe is amazing. So, at first, he just get knocked in the wall. And you have to do that a couple times. Except for the second and third time. You see those purple hats? Those don't do anything. The real white hat does. And on the third time, well, that's when he gives you a lot of hats. He also throws, as Zebra Gamer said, many planets. And don't be fooled about how easy this is, because the third one is way different. First of all, there's so many more purple hats. And another thing, he will start throwing the planets after he's done jumping a trillion times. But here's the thing, when you punch him, this happens. He dodges, and you gotta jump his tail once he's dizzy, and then you hit him to finish off the fight. Bowser's actually kind of a complicated one. I like technology, but this is too much. Next up, we have the mecha-wiggler. To be honest, this scaly mech is honestly very scary. Also, that Mario's surely gonna die. Magic feet. Mario's a cat. So, basically, you have to capture a tank. Also, that piece of mech was a very cringe joke. You gotta just shoot his spots, and then when he turns all purpley, just bang, 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 bang. You never bang. Yeah, I've done that before, where it's like you forgot to shoot him the last time. Then, red means locked in, and he just keeps on moving. In his yellow glowy stage, he's invincible, so you might as well not waste time shooting him. You just gotta wait till he's done, and then he goes back up on the wall to continue. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. When he does go back up on the wall, I don't know why I just started shooting. When he goes back up on the wall, oh my, is it just me, or does he have more body parts now? Yeah, he does, and he gets even more the next time. The last hits are probably the easiest because look, he goes up into a ball, meaning you can just shoot him anytime. I actually never knew that the mecha-wiggler only took 2 hits the one time. Well. Oh look, it's a perfectly lifeless piece of meat. Don't know why you would even capture that. Anyways, so next up we have Cockatiel. Oh, and I probably should have mentioned this before we started the video. I'm not counting the rematch fights, even though the rematch fights are different. Dang, Cockatiel. Uh-oh. Cockatiel's cross-eyed. Anyways, so basically the premise of this fight, Cockatiel just... I'm not going to specify where those fruits are coming from. But Cockatiel basically throws those fruits at you, and... oh yeah, she also throws green sea urchins. Don't even know what to describe for that, but that's really all you do for this fight. I know I said I wasn't going to count the rematch fights, but I just got to tell you, the rematch fights, you know how it's sometimes those fruits and then it's the urchins? Well, the rematch fight, it's just all urchins. So, another different thing about this is that, yeah, the path is different and it gets even more wonky. I don't want to keep you waiting, but I just real fast have to show you what the final path looks like. It is kind of strange. This is what the final path looks like. Yeah. That. I struggled with this the first time. It's even stranger now. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. But not everything's perfect. Hey, does anybody want cooked chicken? I don't think I want cooked chicken in a pot. What can possibly happen? I never knew dragons existed. Well, I guess we are in the Super Mario Odyssey world. So, actually, why did I just call it the Super Mario Odyssey world? It's really just the Super Mario world. So, he basically throws giant electric saw blades. And then he decides to just lounge and do that. And then I don't know what is producing that, but basically now you gotta climb on his head and then take out the things on his head and then smash it. Could you imagine if you had that stuff in your head? I don't even know how it regens. So strange. Also, you see those? Yeah, he's about to ground pound it. Yeah, those. Make sure to look for those when you're fighting. Also, there's more saw blades. And an even wonkier path of lightning. And even more sticks. And every time you take a stick out, little purple, I don't even know, pop up. The last fight just has a bunch more of those electric saw blades, a bunch more purple guys, and an even wonkier path. And even more things to take out before he comes back. I don't even know how you beat this. I guess some people are just so good at the game that they can do that easily. Dang, I don't even know what it was, but that dragon hated getting... Ouch. Hey, good news is he's alive. Ouch. Whee! Ah! That looks like it hurt. Dang. So the next fight is Squid Guy. I don't think anybody can pronounce his name. The music? I like the music. Well, I mean, that ruins it. It's so cool. Basically, as you just now saw, he shoots out coral spiked balls, and you gotta land on his head and spray water on it to I don't even know. It's difficult because the gushing runs out of water. So, yeah, I actually really like this fight. Also, fun fact, did you know that this is the second last fight? After this, we're gonna do my favorite fight in Super Mario Odyssey that is not a brutal fight, and then we'll wrap it up here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why he's invincible to it during that stage, but I actually really like this fight. With that being said, it's time to move on, because that's really all he does. Besides turning into a helicopter. My favorite fight. Everybody's so excited, and then Bowser's just like, oh. This is like me in Minecraft. At my house. Everybody comes to invade, and then I'd be Bowser. I mean, this situation does not add up. But then I'd be like, hello, did you not know that you are standing on top of a sand trap? And then I break the signs, and he's like, oh my. Anyway, that's just the cutscene before my favorite fight in Super Mario Odyssey. Alright, it's time. The fight. So, it's like the Cloud Kingdom fight, except a few things can be different. I like the music, pretty boss music, pretty fire music. But now every time he blocks, you have to jump over his tail and then smash him. The 3 hits isn't different, but this time he goes into the front and starts breathing fire everywhere, and you gotta jump over it. And he can sometimes trick you by it going immediately sideways or immediately the other way. So then it's also like the Cloud Kingdom fight where he shoots off those purple hats, and then he hits that You grab it, except this time it's a bit more different. He also doesn't ground pound, and he throws spiked flaming balls. I think those are actually like other versions of a turtle shell or something. Watch, he's gonna block, and then this happens. 2 hits, and then he does it. Pretty cool if you ask me. And then he goes back to, you know, doing fire. I personally strongly like that. It's actually got me a lot, and I thought me standing backwards helped, but I think standing forwards helps better. Anyway, more hats. Hit some, hit some, hit some. You grab the hat. He jumps. He doesn't ground pound. Also, I just not realized that some hills are taller. Throws the flaming turtle shells. Then goes back to the turtle shells. Originally went to the planets. Blocks. Now you have to dodge it 3 times. And then he actually blocks again, where you have to dodge once. And then the fight is over.